And tonight, South Africa is calling for an immediate halt to Israeli military operations in Gaza as it formally accuses Israel of committing genocide against Palestinians. The International Court of Justice has begun 2 days of legal arguments. The case alleges Israel's goal to destroy Gaza comes from the highest levels and violates the United Nations Genocide Convention.
No armed attack on a state territory, no matter how serious, even an attack involving atrocity crimes, can provide any justification for or defense to breaches to the convention.
Israel vehemently denies the allegations and has taken the rare step of sending a delegation to the UN's top court to defend itself. A ruling could take years, but a provisional decision might come in a matter of weeks in what may be one of the most significant cases ever heard in an international court. Goomansingh has our top story.
A lineup of international judges are starting their work hearing arguments about Israel's attacks on Gaza and if they amount to genocide. Far from the order of The Hague, pleas for help from a hastily erected camp in Han Yunis. Oh God, a solution. We need a solution, says this woman. Why do they not feel what we feel? Are we not human? South Africa, with its history of apartheid and oppression, filed the application for the court to hear the case in December. As a part of its argument, it is using the words of Israeli lawmakers, saying they constitute clear, direct, and public incitement to genocide. Lies, according to Israeli government officials.
So I'm furious. I'm furious that South Africa cooperates with Hamas. I'm furious that South Africa trying to blame Israel for defending itself.
I hold your hand to say thank you, South Africa. Thank you for all what you have been doing.
South Africa's ruling African National Congress has stood with Palestinians for decades. In court Thursday, an order instructing Israel to halt its operations in Gaza was requested.
Nothing will stop the suffering except an order from this court. Without an indication of provisional measures, the atrocities will continue, with the Israeli Defense Force indicating that it intends pursuing this course of action for at least a year.
Outside the court, dual demonstrations.
Bring them home! Bring them home!
Grieving Israelis still fighting for the freedom of roughly 100 people believed to be held hostage in Gaza and pro-Palestinians. The government of Canada is not taking a position.
We're aware of the filing, and our government is reviewing the case carefully.
Israel will get the opportunity to state its defense before the world on Friday. Goomansingh, Global News, London.
South Africa's intervention is rare, but it's not the first time a country not involved or directly harmed by a conflict has taken this step. In 2019, the Gambia took Myanmar to the ICJ, accusing it of genocide against the Rohingya people. Both Israel and South Africa are signatories to the UN's Genocide Convention, which states that in order to constitute genocide, there must be a proven intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group. Intent, however, is often the most difficult element to prove.